Since the last years of 20th century, many cultural problems have been increasing as a result of more communicative interconnection and the technological time. One consequence of this problem is the displacement and the death of many languages. Besides, the power nowadays in the world around 6,500 languages are spoken in 6,500 different places. In fact, in our country are spoken 62 indigenous languages. As a result of these cultural situations in this century, many languages are dying each day. Two important reasons are: the first one, the linguistics communities are small, less than 10,000 speakers, and the second one, the increasing of dominant languages. English globalization is a process which has been going fast since 20th century. This means that is the first case in the humanity history that a language makes global and becomes as an international language in many areas. In addition, it's becoming a dangerous language because many languages are decreasing the number of their speakers. One good example about the globalization of English is in the transport and international trade. The English is moving on. Also, in scientific and linguistic field, this last example is one of the most representative because, in one side, the globalization constitutes to a large extent a North Americanization. On other hand, allows appreciate productive models of English acquisition and cultural models which represents. In Mexico, indigenous languages are affected owing to the increasing level of Spanish and Portuguese. Cacho in 1986 established the idea that the power or space of English can be seen from three circles concentric. The first one is called the inner circle, which represents those countries where the language is spoken as a mother tongue. For example, United Kingdom, United States of America, Canada, Ireland, and Australia. The second one is the outer circle. It's characterized by the diffusion of English in non-native spaces, for example, India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. In the expanding circle, the English is recognized as the most important international language, for example, China, Russia, and Mexico.
Debates about linguistic globalization and the future of the languages around the world. There are different opinions about the globalization of English. Some people promote it and others criticize it. Those who want English to take the control are the most powerful countries because it could bring them big advantages, talking about economic, political, and also culture. The hegemony of English wouldn't bring advantages to everyone. Consequence of it is that many languages will disappear. The monopolization of English is present nowadays as an economic, technological, and cultural advance of the humanity, and a natural and inevitable process. At the end of the day, every monopolization of a language will bring risk to linguistic ecology, the diversity, the society, the peace around the world, and the scientific investigation. Strategies against English globalization and the displacement of national and international languages, and the death of minority languages. Now we're going to present two positions about it. The first one is about to defend every language. The fact of a language disappearance is a loss of a global linguistic treasure, and it is important to defend the right of every citizen of the world to get education and public services on his own language. And number two, the defense of the big national languages against the total hegemony of English. Give importance to the local languages to weaken the national languages in order to be an obstacle to the English expansion.
Nowadays, the language is classified in according to a hierarchy and status levels. The level 1 is the hypercentral global languages. This kind of languages has an official language status in several powerful countries, are central languages in international relations, and have an important role in almost all countries. Level 2 Supercentral international language. Level 2 language has official language status in a powerful country or several countries, has a wide international spread, for example, French, Spanish, and Chinese. Level 3 and 4 National primary and secondary languages. These languages are spoken in small countries or maybe in a medium country and has the intervention of a more powerful language, for example, Dutch and Swedish. There is a model in which all world languages are integrated in a hierarchy scheme. In this model, all lower level languages are attracted by a superior level language, and they circulate in his galaxy. Today, English is the most powerful language in this solar system. Horizontal bilingualism is when someone learns a same level language as his mother tongue, and a vertical bilingualism is when a lower level language speaker learns a superior level language. Today, the most common is the vertical bilingualism that have a relation with the gravitational model. The lower level language are attracted by high level language. Actually, it's rarely when someone learns a lower level language